In this video, we are going to create, as promised, the tail and the beak, and we are going to do that, to achieve that effect, with our feather. So I'm just going to clone it down and rotate it by holding down the Shift key, and maybe scale it just a bit down to something like so. Maybe let me zoom in a bit. Okay, so what I want to do here is I want to reflect and copy this guy. So I'm going to just go to the reflect tool by pressing the O and the enter on the keyboard. Of course, you'd go for O and return if you were on a Mac, and if you are on a Mac. And I want to reflect it vertically, and I want to copy this guy, just like that. Let me move this one a bit to the right, and what I will do right now is I want to rotate it ever so slightly, maybe like this, and move it to the right, just like that. And I will maybe we'll make this guy bigger, not that guy smaller, I think this should do it. And maybe move this guy a bit to the right. And what we have to do is we have to reflect again, but this guy on the left, and we have to reflect it vertically, and we have to copy it just like so. But I'm pretty sure you already knew what's gonna happen. And let me reposition this guy maybe like that. This should be fine. And all that's left to do right now really is to add colors. And I don't want it to have I don't want to have a stroke. I want it to have a fill. And I'm gonna make it maybe this blue color. And this guy is gonna be this dark blue. Of course, I don't want the stroke. And this guy is gonna be this blue without the stroke. I think it needs to be this dark, this lighter, maybe blue. Yeah, this should be fine. That's fine. So really all that's left to do now is to maybe rotate it just a bit, make it a bit smaller, move it where it needs to go, like that. And now to create the beak is as easy and as simple as simply, let me move these guys, to just clone both these parts of the feather to the right, like that, and I will just rotate it, make it a bit smaller, and I want this this darker part of the beak to be on the bottom. So I will just select both these guys, I will reflect them, and now I will rotate them again to like something like so, and maybe make them just a bit smaller. Yeah, that should be fine. Okay, so now let's create the legs, and it's going to be as easy as just creating with the line segment tool one leg like that. And since I want to, let me just give it a nice stroke, and of course maybe let's make them black. Let's make it black. And since I need the claws right now, and I don't want to create it with the pen tool. I will just create it with the rectangle tool to something like that. I will just select one of the anchor points and delete it. And now I can be sure that my legs are completely in proportion, that they are really all right. And let me just make it a bit smaller to something like this. Rotate it. Yeah, this should be fine. Now I will group these guys, reflect them. Of course, I need to copy them, move them somewhere here, maybe a bit to the left. And of course, they need to go all the way to the back. And all we have to do right now is to really just give this guy proper colors. So his feather is going to be this darker blue. It's going to be darker than the body, which is going to be this color. And of course it just needs to go all the way to the bottom as well. And there we go, we got our bird created. Of course, all we have to, to finish the whole effect off, we just need to create an ellipse that's going to be our background and put it all the way to the back. And there we go, we got our bird selected. Maybe let's just get rid of this stroke here. And there we go. So comment on this design, tell me what you think. Of course, definitely post your variation of this design, your concept, your ideas on how to maybe improve this design, how to play around with it, and definitely have some fun with this design. So have a nice day, and see you in the next video.